Jalen, like in the past, Lou has talked about how you guys kind of have a group text thread about, opposing high-level wing scorers that you guys are about to play. I assume most nights that's like there's like two guys on that text thread that you're looking at. Is today a four guy kind of day on that text thread?
Yeah, this is one of the rare text threads, but it'll be fun. They're a high-level talent and they're playing really well right now, so should be a good challenge to kind of see where we stack up.
I know you guys probably don't have time to watch like a ton of the games, but there was a lot of talk about them playing faster now maybe than they were before. Do you notice that when you guys have watched a little bit on them, of them playing faster?
A little bit. I think it's more like opportunistic. Like, they're playing good defense. That kind of fuels a lot of offenses. So that's something that we've kind of looked at. But, I haven't watched them every game, but it's something that we definitely have seen.
Talking about their offense, what does stand out about their defense and how they've been so effective this season?
They're a big team. Obviously, you have Kawhi and Terrence Mann. Then you have a bunch of other guys that are willing to guard, so that makes it a little difficult. But, they also do a good job of rebounding, so, limiting you to one shot. So just kind of taking that into accountability. But they have a lot of guys that want to guard and play defense, and, they're a big team.
You guys have been really consistent in scoring in the paint and scoring at a high level in the paint, even going up against a lot of different defenses. What are you guys learning about how to remain consistent in that area, regardless of kind of what teams are throwing at you?
Try and put teams in rotation by moving the ball. A lot of that stems from transition too. Being able to kind of get your head on the rim in transition to kind of take those opportunities. Something that we'll look forward to in this game and try and attack as well.
Yeah, I'm curious. I know you've only been here since last year, but with Shai, it feels like his goals change every year. He's talked about kind of elevating to the point where he's moved on from writing his goals down and he wants to be one of the best players ever. Just how have you seen the dialogue change and his mental space change from last year?
I can't really comment on his mental space. That's him, but he's just a competitor. So kind of whatever he sets his mind to, that'll definitely come out of him, and it's something that we've all seen production-wise. But yeah, just as far as the mental aspect, he comes in here every day ready to work. So when you add that to being as talented as he is and kind of his work ethic, you get the results that you see right now.
Yeah. And Lou mentioned that, the way he leads the team from a year ago has even changed some, and I imagine he feels some sense of responsibility because he's been here since before the rebuild. Just how have you seen that materialize this year?
He's just a lot more vocal. And last year he was, but I think, he's just kind of taking that to a different level. He's a lot more open with just guys in general. I think that there also comes with how comfortable the team is with each other as well. But yeah, he's just a lot more vocal with us. We all kind of are on the same page as far as wanting to win as well. So I think those two mesh really well.
When you talk about being competitive and being a vocal leader, sometimes the way that manifests itself is like he yells at guys and gets mad. That's how some great players are. He doesn't seem to be that way. Does he get into that side of it?
Nah. I think we all have a really good relationship, so it's a little different than a traditional, I don't even know a good name. Like if you do like the Kobe's or the Jordans, where you hear all those kind of crazy stories about yelling. It's more just, I think he knows how to talk to like individuals differently and just kind of pull the best out of everybody from that, regard. And I think everybody's open to criticism as well on the team, and he is as well. So if we see something that he's not doing, everybody's pretty comfortable telling him as well.
Does he take that well? Is he good with that when people come to him and say, hey, you gotta do this better?
Yeah, he's willing to learn and understand us as a team. So, me personally, I don't have a problem telling him something, and I'm opening to listen to what he's talking about, especially how he's been able to evolve his career, and me being in the early stages of mine, being able to learn in that way. But it's just open dialogue on the team, and it kind of starts with him, and he sets the tone for that, and I think everybody else is really comfortable going through him with that.
And when you go back and look to last year's exit interviews, a lot of guys are saying, when describing the relationship between y'all and the chemistry, saying you guys are just kids, stuff like that. You guys are young, so it works out. Does it feel like, a young team like this has been forced to maybe mature more this year or just mature faster than you might have expected?
Yeah, we've definitely had to mature. But I think it's come at a good pace. I think just the amount of time we're with each other And the more that we're able to kind of understand each other, I think it's just like a natural maturing process, and we do a good job of kind of growing through every game and, you know, every experience. You know, everybody's willing to kind of learn from each other as well. So I think, you know, that kind of helps our maturity level, but, you know, we're also growing up together, so it's fun to go through that as well.
Marcus talked about the competitive level that you get to. What's going through your mind, your emotions, or whatever, when you're in the tunnel getting ready to run out before the game?
I don't know. Just be random. I think a lot of it is just the mindset I have, like, even before we get to that point. But, you know, it's basketball. I like playing basketball and competing, and I feel like the more you compete, the more fun it is. So I just have fun doing that and going out there and playing. And the energy in the arena has been really cool. And, you know, when you're playing with 15 or however many guys that have the same willing to win as you, makes it pretty easy to kind of get up and play for games.